Welcome back. And in this lesson, we're going to put our some columns on our porch and put our railing around here. Then we're going to put our roof on, and then we're going to set up this 1.5 story on this side. So we'll get started. And let's go over here and we'll put a couple of columns on this porch. We'll put 4 of them on here. Let's see, to do so, I'm going to go to level 1. That's pretty much a good level to be on right there, and not really showing the porch, so I might have to go to top of foundation wall perhaps. Yeah, this will be good. Then we can adjust the height of it in our elevation. But now I'm going to go ahead and put those columns in, and to do so, just go to architecture, go over here to column, and you got architectural column, and they've just got rectangular ones here. Now you can go and load up anything you want. These are big, large, 24 by 24. I want to duplicate, and I want to make me an 8 by 8, and just change it right here, 8 inch by 8 inch. And that's what I want to use for these. I'm just going to put me a couple of them right in here. Before I do, I want to do this. I want to hide this concrete, and I like to be able to see that foundation wall that's going around there. There it is, top of footer. That way I'll know exactly where to put my column. Architecture, and again, architectural column. I got that 8 by 8. It's just a standard square post. I want to put it right, and you can eyeball it, but I'm telling you, you're better off just to pop it right there and put one down here at the end, and then use your align buttons. Hit modify, hit align, put that there, put that one there. Come over here, do the same thing. Catch this point, catch this point. And I want to put me 2 more. I'll click on this, copy, make sure multiple's on. I go right from the center straight over. It don't matter where you put them at, we'll line them up. And come up here and hit annotate, align, go from the center to the center of all of them. And I goose that up. So I gotta go back, hit align again, catch your center, all the way across to right there, hit equal, makes everything nice, pretty, and equal. And I'm going to take and get rid of that top of footer. I'm going to underlay, hit none, apply, reset temporary, and I'm going to go to my south elevation. I'm going to take a look at that and see what that looks like. Back up just a fuzz, get fine on that. And I don't even see them. So you can actually see them right there, right there, right there. And I'm holding control down when I do that so I can select all of them. And I'm just going to go, I really don't know how high those need to go. So before I do it, I'll hit escape. Go back to architecture or annotate, align, find out exactly how tall that is from the top of the porch. 8 foot 1.5, that's fine. So go back in here, catch them all again, control, hold your control down. 8 foot 1.5 is exactly how tall those posts need to be. And I want to offset those up to a certain amount. 8 foot 1.5, and this one, it's not going to let me do it. Click on this one. So I sent it up to top of double plate 1, and catch this one down here. And I can actually move this. Might be the easier method. Move it to right up there. It actually didn't move it. But I know that concrete's 3.5 inches, so I can go up 3.5 inches. And he'll set it right on top of the concrete. And now this one needs to come down to right there, and click on this one, top of the double plate 1, so I can actually do a measurement on that. Might be a little easier to do. 8 inches. So I need to offset that -8 inches. Apply. And it looks like that's setting perfectly. And we could do that with the rest of them. Honestly, we can click on this one and just do a copy. And go set it right exactly on top of those, and then we'll delete those ones out. That way we know we're dead on the money with those. Now to get rid of those ones we had in previously, I'll hide this element, which is that concrete. Get rid of it. Delete. Makes it so easy. Then reset your temporary hide. Put the flooring back on. Go to 3D. We'll take a little look at it, and there's our post in there. Now we need to put our railing in, and that's fairly easy to do. We'll go back to top of foundation wall. Well, that's ceiling plans. We need to go top of foundation wall, which is right here in floor plans. And there is an actual railing tool on here, and it's found in architecture, and it's right here, railing. Sketch the path, and just go right from the center of this, bring it straight over, hit finish, do it again, architecture, railing, sketch a path, there to right there, finish. And you could honestly grab this one, hit your control button, grab this one, do a mirror, catch the center of this porch, catch the other point over there, and it puts it on both sides. Let's take a look at it. Alright. Not too bad, not too shabby. But now, if you turn this and look at it, the railing is actually, there's, for some reason, there's no top track or bottom track. And you can see this is going into the concrete a little bit. So what I would do is filter. Well, let's do it one at a time. I click on this one and I'd offset it up 3.5 inches. That way it's at least sitting on top of it. You can grab the one behind it right there and bring it up 3.5 inches. And then we can turn, grab this one, go up 3.5. And then do this one as well. And there you have it. You got all that in. So we got that portion of it. Now we need to fix the roof over here. And like I said, I'm not for sure where we're going to put this roof at on this. So we're going to go to, I'd like to be right up here top of double plate 1, the first double plate. And we've got our main walls on there. And I'm just going to go to architecture and hit roof by footprint. With that 1'4" overhang, click there, click there, click there. And I'm just going to do me a line right here, right up against that side of that house, and we'll bring it all the way to this side over here and connect it. Alright. Looks good. We'll take the defined slope off this side. We need it here, but this needs to be a 10/12. No no defined slope on this side. And this one needs to be a 10-12, and we need to adjust it and bring it over to close the loop and finish. Let's take a look in 3D, and you can see now what we're looking at. We're getting closer, and right off the bat I see a few things that needs to be done. This roof's going to have to come up a little bit, and most of the time what they do is when they bring this up, they'll put a 2x4 right up here on top, and this roof will set down in bird's mouth into that. So what we need to do, everything looks really good. I want to do what's called a section view, and I want to go to my second floor plan, and I want to put a section view right across this point right here. We'll see that far out, double click it, and it brings it in here. I'll zoom up. I'll put a 1.5 equals 1 on it, kind of makes everything a little finer, and then I'll put a fine right here. That way you can see all your lines. Now you can see real quick that this roof needs to come up, and like I said, what I want to do is I'm just going to grab it and do a move and just pull it up for the time being straight up. And then I want to zoom right on in here, and right here on the edge of this, now not including the flooring, now this right here is your hardwood, this little section right here. This is your true flooring. So what I want to do is I want to put myself, and I'm going to annotate detail line, and I'm going to put myself 1.5 inches up, 3.5 over, just a regular 2x4, and that is basically, you can change, I got it on hidden line, go back to thin lines. Should be 1.5, which it is. Good job. And what I want to do is I want to set this right down on top of it right here, and I want a bird's mouth around that. And to do that, I want to just do a line and bring that line straight up here to there. And the reason I've done that is so I can do this. I can grab I must have hit the roof and edit the roof. I didn't mean to do that. So I want to go back, detail line, and I want to go from this point, bring it to there, and I want to bring this one up, and I want to hit the move button, modify, move, click the roof, move, and I want to go from that point right there and bring that thing where it's going to sit on that 2x4 right there. So this roof's going to come down, and it's going to stop right there. Going to have to cut out a bird's mouth around that, just like that, and that'll have that roof set in there just right. Okay. Next thing I want to do is see how this roof's sticking out there. I'm just going to click on this wall, hit attach to base, and click on this. Try it again. Click on this, attach to base, attach to this. There we go. And I want to put it on 3D, and let's take a little look at it now. It's starting to come together. All right. Now, what I need to do is I need to fix this. You all see this? I've got my roof exactly where I want it. I'm not for sure about my internal walls. We're going to do some work on those in just a minute. But this right here needs to be fixed. This right here, you're seeing internal wall there, you're seeing external wall. What I want to do is click on this wall right here, and I want to hit edit profile, and I want to turn it sideways like this. And I want to take a line, and I want to go from right there all the way to there, and back down to where I touch this line right there. And then I want to take and get rid of this line, detail, grab this, grab that, grab that, grab that, and hit finish. And it keeps the internal wall inside, just like that. And then to fill in the rest of this gap with the external wall, I'm going to click on this one, hit Edit Profile, turn sideways, and I'm going to hit Line, and I'm going to follow right through here up to that point, and there, bring that up. We might have to do a little modification on this. I'm not for sure if it's exactly where I wanted it or not. Bring it to right there. Bring that line up. Get rid of this one. And this one right here should slide down and make a closed loop. And hit finish. And where that's doing that business, you just have to catch this wall, and just do attach to this. And it'll clean that up for you just like that. Slowly we're getting there. Alright, we'll do a save on this. And now I want to fix the rest of this interior, this wall here. We've got two dormers that's coming out here. Also, we need to look at, a little later on, we'll have to look at these windows and stuff, make sure we got the right sizes and all the heights made right, your sill heights. But again, I want to go in here and fix these walls. And to do so, I want to go back to that section view in our second floor that we had. Double click it. And I'm going to go up here and just annotate detail line. And I'm going to put me a line right down the center of that. And I want to click on this. And from the center of this to this is 6'6", so that right there would be 13 foot from side to side in there. And we'll go, let's go 6 foot. And this one here will make it 6 foot. So you're going to have 12 foot, a little under 12 foot of space inside of this from side to side here. Now this empty space in here can be utilized for closets, or not closet, but storage space. And you could probably make a closet out of it, be a low one. But you could do that. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to pull it down, just eyeball it in to about right there. And this rafter run down here will have to be bird's mouthed, and it'll be perfect. You remember that chart we talked about, the rafters? Line that up. We should just hit a line to the other one. But anyways, you remember we talked about the rafter length? We could run that 2x8 up to 21 foot. You remember that? I want to go in here and check that, align or annotate. I want to hit a line, and I'm just going to start from where this one's supported right here up to this point right there. That's only 8 foot. We'll go from right here up here to where they touch. That's 8 foot. So you could probably, if we went back in and opened that up, let's see if I can find that real quick for you right here. If you was doing 16 on center with Southern Pine, this is a 2x8. I'm using the 20 pounds per square foot dead load. This is a 10, so I'm going to use this column from here to the right. Here's 2x8s is what I'm using. And at 16 inches on center, I can run that with an SS. I could run 21.2, and I can use the 3 grade, and I can run 12 foot 10. Now I could honestly back up, and I could use number 3 grade because it spans 10 foot between centers. I could use the 2 2x6 if I wanted to on that with the lowest grade for that rafter. Y'all see how I found that? So we could change that to a 2x6 instead of the 2x8, and it would be very simple to do. All you'd have to do is click on this and hit edit, duplicate, and right here I would do a 6-inch, okay, and then edit, and you just have to change this to 5.5 instead of 7.5. Hit OK, and it'll change things. It changed it changed this. Kept it in the same spot. Looks perfect. Everything looks good. It just changed this to a 2x6, and we were able. And two, you'll have in here you'll have a board that'll come across here and attach these two. It'll be for the connections on that. And remember, that was 8 foot. Around 8 foot, we could run a 2x6, even the lowest grade 3, and it can span 10 foot without having to be connected to another point unsupported. So 2x6 works good, lightens the load, and it's a little bit more economical price-wise. So we got this exactly where we want these. Second floor, and what I do is I want to hide this roof, hide the category for right now, and there, and I want to hide this. That's all right. Here's my here's my walls coming in, and if you remember, we've got a couple dog houses, they call dog houses or dormers that comes out. We'll go ahead and put those in, and you can move this door on your second floor wherever you want it at. So let's go ahead and put those dormers in. Hit architecture, wall, architecture, and 2x4 is perfect for this. And I'm just going to take and run them out here all the way up to the edge, bring it over, just roughing it in, and I want to hit a line, catch this point, just like that. And I don't know, because I need to locate these exactly over top of, they need to be centered up with my windows on the underneath on the first garage floor. So there's that one. I'll go ahead and do the other one. We'll put it right here, this side, bring it across, bring it back, and we'll adjust the measurements here in just a few minutes. And I was going to make sure that we align these up right there. That's perfect. Looking good. I want to use my split tool up here. It's in the modify command. Split that wall, click on this, bring it back to this one. We have to split it again. Split it right there. Click on this wall, bring it back to here. Click on this, bring it back to there. And let's take a 3D shot of it. And we're getting there. I made those with interior walls, so they need to be exterior. So click on it, and do I have a 2x4 exterior? I don't. So I'm just going to hit this one, 2x6, edit, duplicate, make a 2x4. Okay, and all I'm going to do is hit edit and change that to 3.5 here. Okay. Okay on that, and then we'll just click on all of these over through here. Hold your control button down when you catch them. Change this one to 2x4 exterior, boom. And click on it, hit your space bar, and you'll see your plywood come to the outside of it. And your sheetrock go to the inside. Alright. Now, we go back to second floor. We got all that taken care of. Also, I'd like to do one more thing. I like to turn this around. I like to catch this wall and attach it to this top base, just like that. Go to second floor, and that should just come up there about center ways of it. And I need to see exactly how tall these walls are right there. It's going from second floor up to top of double plate 2. It's exactly where it should be. This one is exactly the same. These are the same. Good shape. So now I just need to do some align work or get some things measured in here. We'll say this one's 4. That was 4. The outside of that. 4 brings that over there pretty good. Click inside here. Let's make this 4. That might be too small. 4, 6. Actually, it'd be this one. Click on that one. 4, 6. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, we need to do some more adjustment. I don't like the look of that. So let's click on this one. Let's pull this one over to about 3. See what that looks like. 3, 6 looks a little better. Let's do 4, 6 on this. Let's click on this one now. I want to be exactly 3. Let's go 3, 6. Make it pretty equal. Okay. And this would be 4, 6. I like that. That looks a little better. And all we'd have to do is we need to line these windows up underneath this, and I think that would look quite a bit better. Quite a bit better. And we can do that a little bit later on when we do some final touches. So all I would do at this point would be take, and I believe I want to make me another level in my south elevation when I go in here. And well, I don't have to because that's going to the top of double plate, which is fine. 2. We'll just use that. Go to top of double plate 2. Make sure you're in top of double plate 2 in floor plans. Let's go to second floor as I don't see those walls. And right there, we can always adjust. And basically just go to architecture, go to roof, roof by footprint with your 1'4" offset. Boom, boom, boom. And then put you a line. And I like to catch a line up here somewhere. Bring it across. Bring this down. Just like that. Click this line. And I want to take define slopes off. Take define slopes off of this one. And I want to do a 10, 12. And a 10, 12 on this one as well. And then hit finish. And you turn around here to the front. Click on this, and we are going to move it up to our top of double plate 2. Apply. And then I want to set it down just a little bit. We'll set it down about 2 inches in a negative aspect, not a positive. That way it'll have a little bird's mouth on it. It'll set down on there like that. And this needs to be a 2x6. Lightens that load up. And click this, and then you can hit attach to top base to this. And then you can come up here to modify and hit this join unjoin roof. click this and then touch your roof and it'll shoot it right back to it. And basically I can take the same roof here, click it, copy, and I want to go from this point straight over to here. I'm just catching the same points. I use this as my base point and to this point. Puts it right on, hit enter. And then just take and click that wall, attach to top base. Attach to top base and catch this. We'll get it in a minute. Attach to top base and click your roof. We've got that in there. Of course, you want to put some windows in it, and looking great. Second floor, we'll come back in here where you can put your windows in. Architecture windows, 36-inch window will fit in there. And of course, you're going to design this how you want it. Window sill height's a little bit high on those. So we'll click on those. Those are 48 inches tall, 4 foot. The sill height is 2 or 3. I want to go 2.6 and see if it makes it look a little better. Yeah, boy, that makes it look a lot better. 2.6 and 2.6 plus 4 foot. That would be 6'6" to the top of it. So plenty of height there to look out that window. The only problem that's left with this that we need to do is I need to get that roof cleaned out. You see how it's still got a roof in there? So what you want to do at this point is come over here to opening, and you've got dormer. Click on that, and what you want to do is click on your walls around this thing. Sometimes it is hard to get a hold of them just right. So we're going to kind of move to this side, and you can't hardly get a hold of them. So escape out of it. If you can't, click on your roof and hide that element. And now come back in here to architecture, opening, dormer, and dormer. You got to click your roof first, and then you can click your walls. Click on that inside. Click on that inside. Click on that wall inside. And then after you get that, you just need to line everything up. Pick wall again, catch that inside. Hit escape a time or two, and then you can click on it and then do your closed loop. Alright, now hit reset temporary, put your roof back on, then pick your roof. Alright, and then hit escape a few times, click that, and shoot that up straight up to it where it touches. Close the loop up. Grab this, pull that back, pull this one back, finish, and it cut that out. You see how it's cut out in there now? And do this one the same way that you just did that one, and you'll have both of those knocked out and ready to go. Now if you go back to the second floor and take a look at it, we're almost ready to make us a second floor floor plan and put it on a sheet, and we're also ready to make yourself a second floor floor joist plan.